high enough. So I could go back and just erase the whole arm. This is where erasing comes in handy. Because I did not draw the arm up high enough. It's probably never too late to go back and erase, unless you put down the final stuff. Like if I had outlined the arm and everything, it probably would have been too late because it would have looked really bad if I had erased it all. Now I know I'm not doing the shapes right now, but just to let you know, I can sketch out a figure without doing everything that I've shown you. But the reason I'm showing you that is because that's how I started out. I started out drawing that way. Then I got good enough to where I could just sketch out a figure and do what is called a gesture figure. And I can probably talk about that in another video, what a gesture figure is. It's gonna be really fun when I get to the hands. Yes, this makes way more sense because he's looking at the tip of his pistol. I got the arms fixed. I got finished down here first before I show you anything else. It won't hurt to do shading. I just don't want you guys to do anything that you're not ready to do yet. This shirt. No one's gonna hate you for it. I think there was a gun hole. I'm gonna leave out, and you know, it's okay to even leave out details, because I like to do that a lot. And details like his gun holster, or whatever it's called, I left that out. I'm not really going into too much detail on the legs, mostly because the picture I'm working from cuts off from the legs. But as you can see, his knees are real bent. It's really shaded under there. And his boots, or whatever he's wearing, I can't see, came down. And so I'm just gonna leave out the feet. If I had to guess, he'd be wearing boots, but I won't even have enough room to draw him. That's where the paper ends. Alright, we're almost to the best part, the arms and the hands, but before I quite get there, here's going to be his cuff. I'm sorry I couldn't go into more detail on the clothes. It's kind of hard working from a video game character. Alright, we're just about to the hands. Oh goody. Alright, hands. One thing to take into consideration about the hand is that you have a hand right here, yes, you have a hand. And if you ever have trouble drawing hand, you can just look at your own hand. Notice the details. It has 4 fingers, 1 thumb, or 5 fingers. Hold into a fist. The thumb covers the first 2 fingers. They fan out when you squeeze your fist real tight. Your knuckles kind of do a little curving motion. Just notice details like this. And if you noticed, this part is your wrist. This is, I guess, the palm or the main part of your hand. And you have the thumb and the fingers. Remember that. So I guess I'll try and divide it up on here. Here's the wrist. Alright. Now the hand, you can try to imagine the hand kind of like a square or a trapezoid. In this case, it's going to kind of look more like a trapezoid because of the way it's coming out. Alright, there's the main part of the hand. And then the fingers. Now, I noticed he has his hand cupped around it like this, around the hand that's actually holding the gun. And so for this part, it's going to be kind of curvy. And we're going to add this extra part that's the thumb. And it's going to come down to meet the wrist. So don't forget that. And we'll draw this part, this hand in detail first. So, I guess we'll start with the thumb. You can add a little bump for the wrist to indicate that's a joint. No need to really indicate a bump on this side. I guess as long as you can do it on one line. Just a real subtle bump. I wasn't really subtle what I did, but it works. Now, this line right here is where your knuckles are. When you draw the line for your fingers, they do not go past this line. They do not go past this line. I'll give an example right here. Okay, see there's 4 fingers right here. They're not going past the line. They're all even. They make sense. If you have like they go past the line like this, that doesn't make any sense. That's terrible. So don't do that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start drawing on the other hand, and you'll see why in a minute. The other thumb is going to be right here. It's kind of cradling the gun. So if you want, I guess you can do some little shading. If that helps you any. Okay, and then here is the trigger finger right here on the gun. And then this is the part where the other hand comes in. I probably should have drawn the curve out more to this way, because that's almost to where it comes out to. Probably got to tweak it a little bit, because this isn't exactly proportional. And if you notice on the next finger, it kind of ends the same thing and goes down. And then the next finger curves down and then fans out. That's why I had you draw it in a curve like that. And if it helps, you can kind of shade in some knuckles. Not draw lines for the knuckles, but shade in knuckles. Then you can erase your reference lines. probably could have done a lot better job on the hands. Trust me, I can. And, gotta do something here. I had to erase those. Wouldn't hurt to shave. And, we're almost done here. I guess kind of be wary about where the exact line is, where your finger's in. Because if you notice, I had to erase here. It didn't look right. It wasn't really right. And now to the gun. The gun is probably going to be the easiest part, at least for me. Detail. The little hole. Don't know how well y'all can see all this. I'm kind of draw a simplified version. Very simplified. And I'm just gonna color it in with black. Shade it in. So, we have Tank Dempsey. Let's, take a look at him. Alright guys, thanks for viewing this video if you watched all the way to the end, and leave me a comment if this helped you or not. But go try it first, and then come back and tell me if it helped you. And if it didn't, tell me what didn't help you. Although if it didn't help you, then that probably means that you just didn't do it. But anyway, like this video, and I have a link right here. I would like it if you subscribe to me. Also, I have a link to this playlist of videos I do called Agent P. These Agent P videos really are good, but because they're not because it's not a how-to video or how-to videos or anything like that, it's hard to get views and likes on them. So if you would, go check them out and at least watch a couple of them. I have 9 episodes so far, and I'm hoping for the next one to be about zombies. Go check those out. Go like them. Hopefully. I guess if you don't like them, you don't have to. I'm not pressuring you or anything, but just go check them out. The very first one is really amateur, but hopefully you still like it. And thanks. This is a video done by Perry's Hotter, and subscribe and go check out the playlist of Agent P videos. Also on my channel.